Fala galera, Xande do canal Xande Gamezone, trazendo mais um vídeo aqui de Genshin Impact. E vamos aqui com a história que está acontecendo na parte de aniversário, tudo que é Xanglin, tudo que vai competição, tudo que já aconteceu logo nesse primeiro dia. É um vídeo longo, é mais para acompanhar realmente a história com a Kekken e tudo mais. Espero que se divirta e aproveita. Já curte, já se inscreve aí para dar aquela fortalecida do canal. Bora pro vídeo.
Ah, Traveler, welcome. Good to see you.
We want some black-back perch stew.
All right, black-back perch stew it is.
Thanks, Chef. I was just thinking about you guys, and now you're here. You mean you were about to come? Uh-huh. There's something I want to discuss with you guys. Moonchase Festival? That's right. Moonchase is a big festival where we celebrate but it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and Sounds like Paimon's kind of. With your great taste in food, Hey! If you got a problem with... So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chef.
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden.
Masterful Chefs, huh? Right, yeah! I guess you probably haven't heard about it before. Every year, Moonchase Festival has a different theme, usually picked by the Qixing. Feast of the Bounteous Land. I totally agree! I heard it was Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing. Well, I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard. And so, This'll be a piece of cake! We've got friends from all over the map, haven't we? You sound... Well, you know. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-min meal. Okay, great.
Here's your black-back perch stew, folks.
It smells so...
It's my...
That was so...
Xanglin can be a bit of a handful.
Come on, Dad! Why would you say that?
Because I know you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the wild, you understand?
Don't worry, we're all friends here. Let's... and Guoma's back. Roly-poling around us? Alright, let's pack up and head out. So, it's outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Hu Tao always seems to have a unique perspective, so let's make this our first stop.
What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name? Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler.
Oh, of course, Hu Tao. Way out.
Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of...
Well, Hu Tao, I wanted to ask you.
What food I like? Off the top of my...
Wow, so even Hu Tao gets lost for words sometimes.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't...
Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like. I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat,
poached fish and shrimp.
Well, it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish.
Dynamic?
Oh, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle...
Paimon didn't vote. Okay, dynamic and static. Opposite, but so is this just another way of saying you should keep everything...
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just goofing around, but how did I ever doubt you, Hu Tao? When it comes to telling tales, the storyteller...
Sounds suspicious. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or...
Since the Traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in. Paimon thinks we're pretty much...
Boo-Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
Time to go.
Oh, it's you. Is everything okay?
Why, if it isn't the special guests who seldom visit. Less busy than usual, Yikes! What happened to Baiju's voice? Excuse me? The neck. Oh, it's just Changsheng.
Welcome, welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy
No. We actually came for the conversation. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3.
You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake.
Oh, I understand. That's fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi.
Sensation? Coconut milk. Nice.
Well, that doesn't help us. It's not it. How about you two? Any thoughts? I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Changsheng. Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical perspective.
Got it. Would that be
Medicinal soup.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of
Food with substance. Always better.
It's a great suggestion.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to sensible Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite. Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually, great! That makes this whole... Alright, time to move on.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon.
Greetings, friends. It's been a...
Hey, what brings you here?
Has something happened? What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin.
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of...
Huh? Well, for starters, Kuching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway.
I was merely joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when... By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the...
You... Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth surface, too.
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been...
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder...
So, what?
Well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed...
No weapon could smash it open.
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant...
Let's put that aside for a second.
Actually, we were looking for all of you. We need all...
Oh? Hopefully not because there's been some sort of cataclysm.
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away.
Food preferences? That's a little...
I have rather simple tastes. Precise...
That's your idea of simple, huh?
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words.
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your...
What about you, Beto?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat.
Paimon thought you would have said both.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay, got it. So, seafood. And that's where I would disagree. Traveler, sure.
Oh my, they're my favorite.
You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strips, then deep. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure. Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combine.
Okay, got it. So, kuching love.
I didn't say that.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input.
Traveler, Paimon, do you have... Good. I'd like you...
You picked the right people for the job.
My thoughts exactly. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background. My grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's tradition. Very few written records make mention of the stove god, and those that do are one folktale even claims that the ancients found the stove god's shrine. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost, and after many years of researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the stove god, but this is all just theory and conjecture. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liyue has entered the age of humankind, his successor should continue to respect our nation's culture, and that's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we...
3 birds with 1 stone, huh? That's pretty efficient. Hey, don't worry about that. That sounds... Besides, we're only...
What? Why are you shouting?
Kuching, can I tag along for your
But...
Since it's all about the stove god, I might get to learn something useful about cooking. Please, let me come along.
If it means that much to you...
Really? Yay!
Now that that's settled, time to get going. Chingsa village is said to be...
Alright, then it's off to Chingsa we go. Hi, Granny. We need your help with... Are there any old books around Chingsa?
Oh, looking for ancient texts, are we? There is an old warehouse over there.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Xingqiu.
Paimon didn't know they had a warehouse here.
Help! I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on! Inazuma shines eternal!
A little taste. Should place my hammer.
I've come here to clean the book warehouse.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks to all of you.
We'll try not to take up too much of your time. I understand that this book warehouse is the property of the
The stove god?
Huh?
Yeah, a friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking. Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call...
Seems logical enough, but do you have any books?
I'm sorry.
Oh, any questions? Please, ask away.
Hey, it's...
Hello, one and all.
Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit.
Yes,
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely...
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold.
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection. If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called
Might I take a look?
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way.
They're back! So did you find it?
Yes. Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. It says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom, receiving the gift bequeathed unto them.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same.
That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book. There's nothing further to discover here.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts.
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind. I apologize that we could not help in a more
Your help thus far is quite ample. Liyue is a vast and rich land. Thank you all. You will.
Hold up. I had a question too. Xingqiu.
Food? Oh no. You're not thinking of taking part in the Masterful Chefs, are you?
Yeah, I totally am. What's wrong?
Xiangling, this is a major event. I beg you.
What do you mean, strange?
Mushrooms.
Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research.
Well, in that case, I like...
That's 'cause you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. Soups and stews, vegetables and broth.
No surprises from the Guhua. Okay, another mild child.
These are just personal preferences, and everyone's are quite different.
Of course! You're my customers, and putting a smile on...
Though Xiangling's market research blade stabs often into the dark...
If anyone can win hearts and minds with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling. No, where's all this praise coming from? Sorry for holding you all up. That's all I needed to know. Over to you, Kuching. Where to next?
So we've learned the stove god allegedly made an appearance at the Guili assembly. Wang Shuin is close by, so let's stop.
Forgive us for the...
Yes, best of luck. If you...
Let's go! Next. There's Yanxiao!
Huh? Oh, traveler.
Friends of ours! Allow Paimon to introduce...
Kuching? Of the Chishing?
Hi.
It's not that. It's... I mean, I'm just your typical commoner. I've never met someone as high up...
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eye.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long way out to end up at...
Let me fill you in.
Oh, okay. I see.
Legends claim that the stove god once appeared at the Guili assembly. As Wang Shuin is the oldest extant building in this area, any historical texts from around these parts... Is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do I...
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old... If you're happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go... Oh, traveler.
What is it?
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you had the time to make a satisfying...
A satisfying salad? What for?
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too...
Shh! Don't you think he can hear you?
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe. The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy... Let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually... But the boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So...
Oh, so this is for show! You guys...
Well, that's life, right? You gotta look out for your own people. All right then, wait right here.
Clock is ticking!
Sorry for the trouble, traveler. Okay.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book, let's make that satisfying salad. I'd love to come watch too, but I don't want to get in the... Okay, shall we go then?
Go ahead and get started. I'll just watch. All right, thanks for that.
You got all the steps down right.
Of course. Don't.
Let's go see what Kuching and Kuching, Shang.
You finished cooking? Good timing.
And? Useful?
Useful. There is a passage concerning this. I quote. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends. This is a radically different account from the one given in demystifying the legends.
One god became many.
Taking the text at face value.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the...
Now that's a god who truly cared.
So, we've got 2 leads, but they contradict each...
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for now. Thank you for this text.
It's my pleasure. Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past.
Wow, he sure sounds confident in his cooking. I like that. I really want to try his cooking. I say we take him up...
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yanxiao, we await your culinary creations with...
I won't disappoint.
Time to go. Time to go. Follow the wind.
Everybody, please be seated!
You think you own the place.
I'll sit here with Guoba.
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
It all smells amazing. I think I've met my... it smells beautiful.
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its...
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. Please enjoy your meal at your leisure.
Yanxiao, are you taking part in this year?
Huh? You
Yep, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize.
Huh. Interesting. All right.
What was that? Some kind of power?
No, it seemed more sportsmanlike than...
Yep, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef... I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale. You're too kind. Guoba, what are you doing?
Guoba's eating the...
Those were Kuching's! How could you steal them while she wasn't looking?
Oh... my...
Huh? You ate every last one? Oh, Guoba, I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up to you. What's the big deal? We can just get enough. It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never... A dining experience is a trinity of emotion.
I have to say, now that you mention it...
I'm gonna make it up to you, Kuching. Is there anything you want to eat?
I don't have high hopes for this. But equally, I don't want her feeling guilty. If you insist, there is one dish that perhaps you could try make...
No problem. May I see it?
I'll get it to you when we're back in Liyue. Traveler, have you finished eating? Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liyue.
Nothing so.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes.
Great! I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you? Are you...
I actually have something to discuss.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I...
Seriously? That's what's stressing you out?
What's so strange about it?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon Paimon thought you'd...
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. This time especially. I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that? Oh. Noted.
What's making Kuching so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody... Hey, we're here! Hey, grab a seat. I'm just running through my ingredients. Oh, we're gonna... What is it? But this is your idea! Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you and Kuching were getting... Yep. Kuching's good-natured and easy to be... You're a braver person than Paimon. You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to... Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking... First impressions? Oh, okay. We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've... Oh, you're missing out. I'll grill some for you another time. But anyway, Kuching's like a shellfish. Not to mention that even after her favorite food was stolen away, she was still happy looking at... You make a good point. You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems... All right, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab. Huh? What was that noise? What's going on? What the... Ah, it's the ladybird...
Excuse me. One shall not be addressed in such a manner. One shall be known as Adeptus. Whose name, should you care to mention it?
Cloud Retainer. That does sound like an Adeptus name.
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's enlightened words. A while it has indeed been, traveler. Does one surmise... Ah. So even the illustrious traveler has been summoned to attend the Moonchase Festival.
The theme? You mean Feast of the
The very same. Moonchase Festival falls during the season when many cooking ingredients are ripe. Hence, it is a fitting... Let it be known that one's culinary proficiency and ingenuity is uncontested.
A supreme cuisine? What? What's a supreme cuisine?
Patience. One's purpose here today is to meet and to greet. Nothing further. Traveler, you are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world.
Oh, so we're officially invited?
That which is implicitly understood needs not be made I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
This bird always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. She seemed like someone very prestigious and very talented. She definitely loves her food.
What are you all huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already.
Yay! Kuching's back!
Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old. Usually faded, damaged, or both. Some parts are missing from this recipe, too.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look. Give me some time. I need to look into it.
Sorry for the trouble.
You're all here?
That voice sounds familiar.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area buying a few things, and I heard the disturbance.
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street.
Lady Kuching, you saw her too? Do you, have a moment?
What is it, Ganyu? Has something urgent come up while I've been out?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about, something
A personal matter? Involving me?
Please, Lady Kuching? This is really important.
Okay.
I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for...
About your childhood?
What? Really? I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents.
Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to worry about.
Kuching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? There's obviously some juicy gossip here. Aren't you curious to find out?
Please, no. Don't do that to me.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going to ask. If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her.
Yes, ma'am. Paimon will never bring it up again.
Kuching, thank you. You're so kind and considerate. I've always seen that in you.
What's that got to do with...
Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kuching for me.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, Ganyu. We will.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
Just ignore her.
Hey, everyone. I just had an idea. It only occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up. Do you think the Stove God could be an Adeptus too? Ooh, could be.
I don't want to assert either way, but it seems highly likely.
In that case, we should go ask the Adepti about it. I think my master might be able to help.
Master? You mean your teacher is an Adeptus?
Uh-huh. She's over at Eugene Terrace. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Hello, Xiangling.
Madam Ping is Xiangling's master?
I did not expect that.
Master, how are you keeping these days? Are you well?
Oh, very well, thank you. What a surprise it is that you all had the time to come and visit me today.
Hello.
Master, we came here because we have a question for you.
Of course I know the Stove God.
Does this mean you know them personally?
Ah, I see. How interesting. So you...
That's right. We're investigating something that happened.
I see. The great stone surfaces. And so you open an investigation. I must commend your guesswork this far. I did indeed know the Stove God of whom you speak, but it was a great many years ago. Moonchase was originally a rite observed by the Adepti, not something in which the ordinary people of Liyue would ever partake. But over the years, they have sought to emulate it for themselves. On nights when the moon shone bright, everybody would get together for joyful reunions. There would be fine food, fine wines, and choice teas. Later, Rex Lapis unified all of these various festivals under the Moonchase name to honor an old friend of his. In short, the heavens were our
Rex Lapis.
That friend made many contributions to Liyue, and Rex Lapis would not have them go unrecognized, turning this season into a commemoration. I can only presume that the Stove God Festival was one of the many subsumed.
In the hands of Rex Lapis, our nation's traditions were faithfully upheld. It is to their...
Kuching, I simply won't allow you to be so down on yourself. Nothing would delight Rex.
Thank you.
Lady Kuching!
Huh?
Lady Kuching! Lady Ningguang wishes to speak.
Ningguang's looking for me? Must be important. Please excuse me, everyone.
There she goes.
Do you want to know who Rex Lapis's friend...
Oh! Paimon does!
Yes, precisely. There are few genuine coincidences in the world. The Stove God was a good friend of mine, too. What a pity it is that the...
How could that happen?
It is to everyone's regret that the stove god passed. But gods cannot be fully destroyed, and we made a pact to wait until the land became fruitful once more.
Really? Master, you must miss the stove god a lot, right?
Yes. Thinking back on it all, I'm pleasantly surprised to find that Kuching is investigating this. She is a tenacious... Unfortunately, however, I cannot simply give her the answer. For the process, Kuching's grandfather once researched the stove god, and now she follows in...
You knew Kuching's grandpa?
Of course. I count all the people of Liyue among my good friends. I remember when he was the grandparent and grandchild are definitely made from the same mold. Both diligent enough to take on anything. I like to think of Liyue as my own little potted plant. I've watched it grow and blossom, and it grows more beautiful all the time. For new blossoms must bloom on the branches if the tree is to remain. My dears, you are absolutely right to focus your investigation on the stone. I should like to see the stone for myself if you would lead me.
Time to go.
You're all here. I was just about to send someone to fetch you.
Kuching, has the stone undergone...
A crack has appeared in one corner, but we still can't tell what...
What happened? Did someone chip it?
More likely a natural occurrence. Our weapons have had no effect on...
How would a natural occur?
This is because the stove god draws power from the actions of the masses. The heat...
All the books say the stove god is the deity of food. So is the stone opening up because everyone's cooking for the festival?
Statues draw power from their people. So, if the stove god has dominion over... Ningguang and I chose Feast of the Bounteous Land as this year's theme, and now every chef signed up for the competition is busy preparing.
Paimon. Plus, a lot of families have reunion feasts around this time. With everyone back home, the whole city's bustling with people, and that adds a lot to the festive atmosphere. So if the stone cracked because Liyue started getting festive, that must mean that when the festive fever peaks, that's gotta be it.
Well, we'll have to...
Okay, the fact that cooking is involved gives us... The selection phase of masterful chefs will be held indoors and seen by only a few people. But the finals will be held outside in public. Everyone who wants to will be able to come...
And when the finals end, boom!
It's definitely a possibility.
Well, I've already signed up. So...
Yes, for a chef as accomplished as yourself...
All this talk of cooking competitions is making Paimon hungry.
Bom, é isso aí, galera. Vídeo basicamente de história. Evitei falar durante o vídeo, que é basicamente pra gente ver sobre essa pedra, Keck em todo mundo. E espero que você tenha gostado, pegado os prêmios e aproveitar esse festival de aniversário. Forte abraço, até o próximo vídeo.